Why does this matter to advisors? Well, we know why it matters to clients, right? The reason this matters to clients is that there's a bunch of money that people are leaving on the table, right? People are earning a ton of money these days. You've all got clients who are earning mid six figures, high six, seven figures, who are selling, appreciated private stock, cryptocurrency. The public stock markets have gone crazy, and paying a ton of taxes on it. You all know that there's room to save here. Why does that matter for you? It should be, I think, obvious, but I really want to drive it home. We think of the value that you can add using our tools in two ways. One is you can actually help your clients and show them that you're being proactive here. You can come to them with solutions that will save them money. We often hear from advisors whose clients have asked them about these solutions or even mentioned Valur to them, and that's great. If your clients do that, I love it, and then come to us. But even better, come to our tools proactively, check them out, run your client's information, and we'll show you how. And then you can go to them and say, I can save you $125,000 this year, or I can earn you an extra $4.3 million over the next 20 years with a tax plan. So let's talk about it. The more money that the clients save, the more AUM there is, of course, right? If they've got $1 million stock sale, you'd rather they not pay taxes because then they're investing $1 million. But there's literally a bigger pot if you can save money on taxes. And in fact, that pot can be millions or even tens or hundreds of millions of dollars bigger over a client's lifetime. And so this is really important for both of you. The challenge that we'll get into today is that the solution is not obvious. Not only are the strategies hard to identify, right? There's an alphabet soup out there of solutions for each of the big old buckets of tax problems, whether it's ordinary income, capital gains, or estate tax. You might not know an idjit from a grat, from a slat, from an islet, but you might not know when they apply to a particular client. So that's the first hard problem. And there's not a great solution out there to help you really evaluate and figure out which of these is going to apply to which clients. And then even if you do, even if you're great and you know this stuff really well, and many of you do, and then you suggest that a client pursue an idjit or a CRUT, and they say, yes, great, I love it, I'm glad you added that value, you still didn't have to do it. And right now, or before Valur, what that meant was piecing together a team, going to a local lawyer to draft a trust and to advise the client on what they should be doing, then hoping that the lawyer does things like get your tax ID number, register the trust. You would have had to go to an accountant to do some of the accounting work, but not all of it, because most accountants can't do this across all types of trusts. Maybe you needed a trust company if you wanted to cite one of these trusts in South Dakota, or just if you wanted help running the thing. And so what we're going to talk about today is how does Valur solve both of those problems?
The first, just to add something there, Jeff, it is important to understand that we leverage from our own tech to do all this. So Jeff's now going to tell more about Valur and everything, but it's super important to understand that, okay, how can we do this?
That's absolutely right. This historically has been a purely human endeavor, right? No one was using any technology. What we found was that most lawyers were still collecting information from clients by sending them a Word document and asking them to type in their personal financial information, right? They were drafting things by hand, typing them out, or maybe they had a template that had been collecting dust for 30 years. Trust companies are running these trusts, administering them by hand. They've got human accountants behind the scenes. And as a result of that, errors are made and the ball gets dropped. We'll talk about this a little bit, but we take over trusts every week from other accountants, lawyers, trust companies, where the clients, our new clients, are leaving either because their tax filings didn't go in on time, or there were errors, or even worse, bigger picture, the trust was done incorrectly because of human error. They requested a NIM CRUT. It turns out it was drafted as a standard CRUT. Or they requested an idjit with certain beneficiaries, and those beneficiaries weren't mentioned at all. Those are huge errors that happen when humans run these things. And our entire goal here is to remove that error, make this more efficient, and importantly, to make it less expensive and to lower those barriers to entry via technology.